Hello, this is Dr. Hobble, and I'm going to help you with this problem. It says 2 burritos cost $14. Complete the table to show the cost for 4, 5, and 10 burritos at that rate. Next, find the cost of a single burrito in each case. So let's go ahead and find out how much 4, 5, and 10 burritos would cost at this rate. What we want to do for this is it works similar to problems that we've already done before. So to find the cost of 4 burritos, don't forget to copy this table down on your whiteboard or paper. If you haven't already, copy this down. You can pause the video. So what we want to do is say, okay, 2 times what is 4? Well, since 4 divided by 2 is 2, we know that 2 times 2 is 4. So we can do the same thing with the cost. We should multiply by 2. So what is 14 times 2? That's 28. So 4 burritos at this rate would cost $28. Next, let's find the cost of 5 burritos. So we'll just work from the cost of 2 burritos for this one. So to find the cost of 5 burritos, we could say 2 times what equals 5. Well, we could use division to figure out what this is, because if 2 times a number is equal to 5, that means 5 divided by 2 is equal to question mark, because that's the relationship between multiplication and division. Okay, it's kind of like, for an example, 4 times 6 equals 24, because 24 divided by 6 equals 4. Okay, so we're using similar reasoning here. So what is 5 divided by 2? That's 2.5. So 2 times 2.5 is equal to 5, because 5 divided by 2 equals 2.5. So we can take 14, and what do we need to do with that number? If on the left-hand side we multiply by 2.5, what should we do on the right side? Multiply by 2.5. So what is 14 times 2.5? That should be 35. So now let's complete the last row of the table, where we find the cost of 10 burritos. So how do we get from 2 to 10 in terms of multiplication? 2 times 5 is 10. So we should take 14, and what should we do? What should we do on the right side of the table? Multiply by 5. So what is 14 times 5? That's going to be 70. So now let's finish the problem by finding the cost of a single burrito in each case. So if we get 2 burritos for $14, how would we find the cost of 1 burrito? Well, we have these 2 equal things, these 2 burritos, that their cost ends up being $14. So if we wanted to break that cost into 2 equal groups, that's a division problem. So the cost per burrito if for 2 burritos, if that costs $14, then if we look at the ratio of the cost to burritos, so that's the ratio of cost to burritos, then 14 to 2, that's like 14 over 2 if we write it as a fraction, which we can also think of as 14 divided by 2. And what is 14 divided by 2? 7. So in the first case, the cost per burrito would be $7. Now let's look at the next one. Let me erase some of this. And let me make my note. Let's look at the ratio of cost to burritos. So if we get 4 burritos for $28, then the ratio we're looking for of the cost to burritos would be 28 to 4. 28 to 4, which is like 28 over 4, which we can think of as 28 divided by 4. And what is that? Again, that's 7, so we would put a 7 here. Let's look at the next one. So in the next row, we get 5 burritos for $35. So what's the ratio of the cost to burritos? That would be 35 to 5, which is like 35 over 5. And that would be 35 divided by 5. And what is 35 divided by 5? 7. So let's make a prediction. What do you think is going to go in this last entry on the table? What number do you think it'll be for the cost of one burrito? Well, we get 10 burritos for $70. Let's see if your prediction is right. So the ratio of the cost to burritos would be 70 to 10, which is like 70 over 10. We can think of that as 70 divided by 10. What is 70 divided by 10? Maybe your prediction was right and you thought it would be $7 per burrito in this case. Thanks for working this problem with me, and I hope it'll help you be successful.